Lirael Steelbinder. The skybound monastery perched on the edge of the world, where the wind was the only constant. Here, the wind monks lived in serene acceptance, their belief unshaken that the world was a flat disk, and that to step beyond the edge was to be received by the heavens. They lived in the hum of the wind, a constant reminder of their truth. A young woman named Ilara arrived, her skin marked with the dust of the roads below. She spoke of a world that was round, of lands that curved away into a horizon, of ships that sailed around its girth. Her words were not of malice, but of a different truth. The monks, led by the steadfast Brother Theron, shook their heads. "The teachings are clear," he said. "The world is as it has always been. Your words are a heresy, a distraction from the true path." They continued their meditations, ignoring the outsider's claim. But Ilara did not leave. She stayed, and in the following days, she would point to the sky. "See how the sun sets. It dips below the horizon, because the world is a sphere. See how the other peak's shadow falls. It curves." Small observations, but they began to accumulate like stones in a pond. Then, a tremor. The mountain itself seemed to shudder. A section of the monastery's outer wall, ancient and made of obsidian, cracked and fell away, tumbling into the abyss. But it did not fall away into nothingness. It fell and kept falling until it was lost from sight. A silence fell heavier than any stone. The community was divided. One group, led by Theron, held that the event was a test of faith, a trial sent to strengthen their belief. Another, led by a younger monk named Kael, began to whisper, "What if she is right? What if we have been wrong?" The community split along this line. The two factions met in the great hall, the round chamber where the wind howled its eternal note. "You would have us abandon all we know," Theron shouted, his voice echoing. Kael stood his ground, not with anger but with a desperate curiosity. "I would have us understand what is true, not just what is comfortable. Look at the evidence, brother." In the days that followed, a new way of seeing emerged. The world was not flat, but it was not a sphere in the way they'd imagined either. It was something more. The teachings were not wrong, but incomplete. They spoke of the journey, not the destination. The wind was not a boundary, but a connection to all things. The belief was transformed. Lirael stood at the edge, the wind pulling at her robes. Below, the clouds churned. The world was not what she had been taught, but it was beautiful, it was complex, and in that complexity, she found a new kind of peace, a new way to be.